Hey, what's up guys, it's Red here with another Fire Emblem Mythology video. This video will be on the sister blades Ragnell and Alondite from the Fire Emblem games, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. But before we get started, if you have any feedback or questions for me to answer in my Face Summon videos or Warp videos coming soon, leave it in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content too. So let's get started with the mythology of Ragnell in real life. In real life, the Ragnell is not a sword or a weapon, but a person from Arthurian myth. Ragnell derives from Dame Ragnell, from the wedding of Sir Gawain and Dame Ragnell. In the story, Sir Gawain is the nephew of King Arthur, and the mystical knight Sir Gromer Somer Jour challenges King Arthur to discover what women desire most within a year, or Arthur gets killed. So, King Arthur goes and tries to find what women desire the most, and Sir Gawain joins him. Eventually, a year almost passes, and it is almost time to meet Sir Gromer again. But they still haven't found the answer, and Arthur is worried, but Gawain is hopeful. Arthur goes back to where he encountered Sir Gromer, and finds Dame Ragnell, who is described to be as an ugly hag. Dame Ragnell is a character whose trope is of the loathly lady, which is an unattractive woman who transforms after being approached by a man/lover, even though she is unattractive. And that doesn't really make sense for right now, but it will make sense later in the story. So, Dame Ragnell tells Arthur that she knows the answer to his question, but will only tell Arthur if Arthur lets her marry Sir Gawain. So, Arthur returns to reluctantly tell Sir Gawain the news, but Gawain selflessly agrees, and on the day Arthur needed to return, he went alone and met up with Dame Ragnell and Sir Gromer, which turns out that Dame Ragnell is a sister of Sir Gromer. Arthur agrees with the proposal of Dame Ragnell, and she tells him what women desire most is sovereignty over men. So, Arthur gives that answer to Sir Gromer, and Arthur lives but feels bad for his nephew. The marriage between Sir Gawain and Dame Ragnell goes on as planned, and later the newlyweds go to their bedroom. Gawain goes to Ragnell and is going to treat her as his new wife, like how he would treat any other woman if they were his bride. However, before that happens, Gawain looks at Ragnell, but instead of an ugly hag, she looks like the most beautiful woman that Gawain had ever seen. Dame Ragnell tells Gawain that she was cursed to look like an ugly hag for half of the day, and lets him choose which half of the day she could return to look like her beautiful self. However, due to the love that Gawain feels for Ragnell, he lets her make the choice, and with Gawain allowing Ragnell the freedom or sovereignty to choose, the curse is lifted and Dame Ragnell looks like her beautiful self all the time. So, Sir Gawain and Dame Ragnell live and love each other, and they even have a son. However, 5 years after their marriage, Ragnell dies. Yep. And Sir Gawain mourns her for the rest of his life. Yeah, that's pretty sad. So anyways, that was Ragnell's mythology in Arthurian legend. Honestly, it's a great story that has been used in many other stories too. And it's pretty cool, but you know, it kind of sucks that Sir Gawain and Dame Ragnell don't spend the rest of their lives together, like many other stories. Anyways, now onto the Ragnell in Fire Emblem. The Ragnell first appeared in Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and its sequel, Radiant Dawn. The Ragnell has a large golden blade with a black hilt, blessed by the goddess of order, Ashera, alongside its sister blade, Alondite. They were unbreakable. Ashera gave the blades to Altina to slay the goddess Yun. It was passed down until it was in the possession of the Black Knight, the wielder of Arondight, and he offers the blade to his former mentor, Grail, for their duel. However, Grail tosses the blade aside and gets killed by the Black Knight. But Grail's son, Ike, gets the blade and becomes its next, and technically, final canonical user. Ike uses it in battle and eventually fights the Black Knight, and is triumphant against him. Ike also fights the forces of Ashenard during the Path of Radiance game. Afterwards, Ike gives the blade to Sanaki, the descendant of Altina. In the sequel, Radiant Dawn, Sanaki gives back the Ragnell to Ike for him to use in his battles. He uses it against the wielder of Alondite, Zelgius, aka the Black Knight, and Ike kills Zelgius and takes the Alondite too, after being told by Yun. The Ragnell was eventually blessed by Yun so that Ike and his crew could defeat and slay Ashura. The Ragnell has also appeared in other games like Fire Emblem Awakening, Fates, Heroes, Shadows of Valentia, and Engage. It has also appeared in 2 other non-Fire Emblem games / series, being the Smash Bros. Series and Codename Steam. However, in Fire Emblem Awakening, while anyone can wield it, a character, Priam, comes with it as a worn-down blade, and claims to be the descendant of Ike, though it might not be canon, so take of that what you will. So, that was the Ragnell and Fire Emblem. Now, onto the Alondite's mythology in real life. The Alondite comes from Arthurian mythology, like the Ragnell, and is actually a sword in those myths too. Alondite is derived / is a corruption of Sir Lancelot's sword, the Arondight, though it never actually appeared in the original Arthurian legends, but in the novel Sir Bevis of Hampton, in which it states that Arondight is owned by Sir Lancelot, but is used by Sir Guy of Warwick, it originated from that novel. Also, in the legends that do include the blade, Sir Lancelot is said to be given the blade by either the Lady of the Lake or Queen Guinevere. So, that was the Alondite / Arondight in mythology. Now, onto the Alondite in Fire Emblem. The Alondite in Fire Emblem, as explained before, is blessed by Ashura. It has a silver blade with a golden hilt, and it's first used by Altina, with its next and final canonical user being Zelgius, the Black Knight. And I already explained what happened to it with the Ragnell. So, other than Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, the Alondite has also appeared in Fire Emblem Heroes and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, with the Black Knight having it with his assist trophy. So, that was a Fire Emblem Mythology, Ragnell, and Alondite video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and make sure to check out my other mythology vids and my other vids too. My next video will be skipping Awakening, as I already talked about the Falchions in my first ever FE mythology vid. But you know, I might remake it because it kinda sucks. Either way, the next video will be on the Yato, Ranjito, and Siegfried from Fire Emblem Fates. So, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.